Good morning. Happy Monday. Monday's such a great day. I always look forward to Mondays. I always look forward to getting after my goals and just doing better than I did last week. Like every week is a chance to get better and better and better and stay on this journey and keep progressing. So a couple of weeks ago, I put a poll inside of our groups and wanting to ask, what are you guys struggle with the most? I want to be able to help you in the best capacity possible. So ask different questions about what your biggest struggles were. And the number one thing that people came back with was motivation. So whether they're sticking to something or having trouble getting started or whatever it was, motivation was the top answer. So I wanted to come in and share with you guys my favorite tips. I have 4 tips that help me to stay motivated, to help me stay in it for the long term, the long game. And actually create that lifestyle, right? But having some different things in place really help me to stay on track and get excited about what it is that I'm doing with my health and my fitness journey, because the other part of that is it's not an overnight thing, right? It's not instant gratification. So when we don't see progress happening, that is super easy for us to give up, right? So we have to have other things in place in order to keep that momentum going. Okay, so what are those things that we can do? So I got my handy dandy notes here. Number one thing for me is to create a routine. So the night before, I know what I'm doing when I wake up in the morning, right? And the night before I lay out my clothes, it's pretty dark usually, 4:45, the alarm goes off. I go into the bathroom, my clothes are already my workout clothes are there, put on my clothes, go downstairs, make my Energize, sit and do my gratitude journal, my prayers, my devotions, read my personal development, and I have a whole routine. But what that does is it gets me excited and leads me into my workout, right? So I finish that whole scenario off with my workout of the day. And that's a big part of that too. Having the routine catapults me to the next step. And now it's sort of like you're an autopilot and it's like a habit that you keep going. But I feel like the changing of the clothes and the sipping of the Energize sort of like preps everything like happening. When my Energize kicks in, then I know it's time to work out and I get to it. And I'm excited about that. Like I love the Energize. I love that whole process of that, right? It sort of leads me into number 2, which is having a program that excites you. So I'm actually thinking before I go to bed at night about what I'm doing the next day. My favorite thing, hands down, about our programs and our solutions is that we have a calendar to follow. There's no guesswork. I don't know I don't have to be like, oh, is it arm day? Is it leg day? Like I am following calendar. Before I go to bed at night, I'm excited to do the next day's workout. And let me just stop and say right there that if you are not excited to get out of bed in the morning and do your workout, then you're doing something wrong. You haven't picked the right workout. I often tell my clients and my members, you need to find your soulmate workout. If you don't like what you're doing, you need to change that, right? Because what you're doing for your health and your fitness should excite you, should complement your life. It should not be a punishment. It should not be something you dread. It should be an exciting part to your day, okay? So creating a routine and then following a program. I am so stoked. And I will say too, this all kind of goes hand in hand, right? The number 3 thing is accountability. So today we actually kicked off our 13-week challenge. So today was day 1 and I was the last 24 hours getting everybody all set up for everything that they need in order to get started. We created our little message pod over on Facebook and I'm already seeing this morning, day 1 in the books. That was awesome. Leg day rocks. This guy's awesome. Blah, 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 and all these like exciting and motivational conversations that have started inside the groups and the people that I do this with, right? So I never feel alone. And I'm counting on people, they're counting on me. And so that accountability, the support in the community is huge in that motivation, right? Because I'm getting done with my workout and I look forward to going in and checking in with my people and seeing what they're doing. And I'm so psyched for this 13-week program. I love the concept and the idea of having like a longer term process to follow because, in the first month, you're just kind of getting warmed up. In the second month, you can kind of implement what you're learning. And in the third month, you can sort of crush it, right? And I said before, we're that convenience, quick fix society, but this is not that, right? And this actually compounds those habits even more when you have a long-term commitment. So the accountability, the support, that commitment, I love and get so super excited about that. And then the last thing, number 4, is the results motivate me. So when I'm following a plan, when I'm feeling amazing, when all of these things come together, you start to see results. It's funny because a lot of people are like, bits and pieces, or they feel like they have to be perfect with their nutrition. And the real truth is that when you put all these parts and pieces together, you have a total solution. And the byproduct of following the solution is that you're going to see weight loss, you're going to feel that energy, you're going to feel awesome. So those results and that feeling propels me and motivates me to the next place, right? And it forces me to feel that I want to be better. I want to get better. When I remember losing the baby weight the first time, I said, okay, I lost the baby weight. I can do better, right? Baby weight's gone, I'm ready for muscle training. I started to do that and I was like, okay, now I can do better. I'm going to implement nutrition and fuel my body for these muscles and I can do better. And I'm always thinking, how can I go to the next level? How can I do better? So those are my 4 things for you guys today. You've got creating a routine, accountability, having a program that excites you and gets you out of bed in the morning, and your results as a byproduct of those things, okay? If you have questions or you're struggling with any of these parts or pieces, please reach out and message me. Please let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's chat goals, and let's get you going on the right path so you're just as excited about your fitness and your health as I am about helping you guys. Okay, guys, happy Monday.